Good evening. My name is Rajneesh Tyagi. Welcome to our show, which is mainly focused on financial matters. If you have any financial issues, if you want any advice in relation to your financial matters, if it is something related to your credit cards, personal loans, or possibly your mortgage also, or if you need just an advice in any particular financial matter, then please do give us a call on our live studio number, which must be displaying on your screen. Welcome to our show again. And this show always takes place on Wednesday at 8:30, and you are welcome in the show. You can participate by making a call on our number, and you can ask your question. One of our team member in the studio will then connect your call directly to me. Um, this program is dedicated for financial services, which mainly focuses on debt matters. So if you have any debt issues, if you have any unsecured debts, you are struggling to maintain your monthly installment, or if you have any priority debts, council tax outstanding, council tax arrears, or HMRC tax outstanding, any VAT outstanding in your business, or your self-assessment outstanding, which is unpaid, or if you have received any penalties also from either from HMRC or from any other organization, and now third-party companies, or we normally call debt collection companies, are chasing you, or some solicitor firms are chasing you, then you need to seek an advice. And that advice will help you in resolving your issues, and possibly in case if you have been trapped in a problem called debt, then there are various debt solutions, simple debt solutions. Some are formal debt solutions, some are informal debt solutions, as per your needs. Any of the debt advisor can assist you in gaining control back on your finances. In today's program, I'm going to discuss about business debts. So people who are self-employed, if you are running a company, there could be various business debts. We normally consider business debts into two categories. One is priority debts, one is non-priority debts. So priority debts are, say for example, you have your business rates, you have your income tax arrears, or if you have any um, VAT outstanding, you have any suppliers invoices, or invoice you have ordered some goods from suppliers, so that's also priority debt. Non-priority debts are your overdrafts, your business loans, your bank loans, or any small services your company is taking. Say, for example, any utility bills, your telecommunication system, and if you have leased some items or some office items, those are also non-priority debts. HMRC tax is the main debt. If you are running a business, if you are a self-employed, or even if you are running a limited company, then obviously, as I said, that priority debts should be your main focus. Uh, VAT outstanding, national insurance contributions, and your VAT returns are these main factors which you need to consider about your business tax. Uh, Mainly when you have VAT registration, there is a threshold in order to have your VAT registered. So in case if you're a small, we have a caller, so we'll go for a call. Hello.
हेलो
Hello, ma'am. Can you, yes?
हेलो जी हाँ जी
Yes. Can you speak up, ma'am? Slightly.
हाँ जी
जी.
अपने जिदा मेरे को क्रेडिट कार्ड ਤੇ ਹੈ
हाँ जी.
ਤਾਂ ਪੈਸੇ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਦੇਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਕੰਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦੀ
Okay.
ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਸੋਲਵ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ
हाँ जी, हो सकता है. किन्ने टोटल क्रेडिट कार्ड ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਐਂਡ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਡੈਟ ਹੈ?
ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋ ਤਕਰੀਬਨ ਅਰਾਊਂਡ 5000 ਦਾ
5000 ਦਾ. Okay. मैम क्रेडिट कार्ड तो से सारे यूज कर लेते हैं कि सारी लिमिटा खत्म कर लेती है कि
नहीं नहीं लिमिट हैगी है जी
लिमिट हैगी ओके मैम ओके क्रेडिट कार्ड्स अगर ਤੁਸੀਂ पूरे यूज कर लेते तो then we can deal with those credit cards under a suitable debt management plan हम लोग डील कर सकते हैं यू नो एक जो डेट एडवाइजर है वो नॉर्मली उनको डील कर सकता है मैं आपको इस प्रोग्राम के बाद आई गिव यू कॉल एंड देन आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू इन डिटेल ओके जी
ओके
थैंक यू फॉर योर
वेरी मच थैंक यू बाय
people who are struggling with their debt problems, people who have credit cards, personal loans, store cards, any invoice outstanding, any service invoice, any goods you have taken for your business and now you are unable to pay, those debts are also can be dealt under a suitable debt management plan. If you are running a business, as I was discussing in this program, that if you are a sole trader or if you are running a company, then mainly there are HMRC tax debts. There are 3 types of debts in HMRC mainly, which are your income tax, your VAT outstanding, and your business rates also. So in case if you are having an issue with your business rates, rent arrears or business rent arrears, then you need to consider that these are priority payments. You must maintain those payments. If you are struggling to maintain your payments, then please seek an advice. You can give us a call on our number and you can ask any questions if you have. If you are having some non-priority debts, which I discussed with you, that you know, if you have a bank loans, those can also be dealt, but those are non-priority debts. But you must ensure that if your business has, or as a sole trading, if you have some HMRC tax outstandings or some income tax outstandings or any business rate outstandings, you must consult with a debt advisor and take suitable advice. For VAT registration, there is a threshold. It has to be 85,000 pound has to be a minimum turnover. In case if you are a new business owner or if you are starting a new business, don't need to register yourself for a VAT. In case if you think that your business is going to have less than 85,000 pound turnover, then do not register for VAT. If your business is doing really well and your turnover is going to be, or you are expecting your turnover is going to be more than 85,000 pound, you must consult with your accountant and must register for a VAT. In case if you have a VAT outstanding in your business, that's a priority debt, and HMRC has a lot of powers in order to seek their debt back from you, because you have collected that VAT and that's from your clients and that money belongs to HMRC. So if you have, then obviously HMRC will be responsible for collecting that VAT. And in case if you have a national insurance contributions also which is unpaid, that also we you know, HMRC is responsible for collecting those debts also. Even business rates, if you have business rates with your local council and you have not paid your business rates, and you have accruing, or your business rates are accruing, and it has come to that level that now the debt liability has increased and you are not in the position to afford, then you must seek an appropriate advice in your business, and that advice must be taken ASAP so that you can avoid it. Now, when you have national insurance contributions, so there are 2 types of national insurance contributions. One is obviously class 1. If you are an employee, if you are on a PAY, then class 1 contribution get deducted and your employer is responsible to pay those. If you are self-employed, then class 2 contributions, which normally you know, there is a weekly flat rate unless your earnings are below a certain level. So those level 2 contributions are normally deducted if you are self-employed. There are class 4 contributions also, And class 4 contributions are also paid by self-employed people in addition to class 2 contributions, where your earnings are above the personal tax allowance. Then class 4 contributions in national insurance can also be added. Once you have any debt issues with HMRC, then HMRC has various means to collect those debts. They can change your tax code so that they can get more payment, and then they can adjust those payments towards your existing debt liability. They can also instruct a bailiff. They can possibly go for a county court judgment against you as an individual if you are a sole trader, or against your company, and eventually they can issue a bailiff. Bailiff now, since a new regulation, bailiff have a certain powers in case if your business or as a person you are struggling with bailiffs, there are certain rights you have. If you are really worried and you are concerned that bailiffs are going to take your items from your personal belongings, then ensure that you have your rights also. Bailiff will not forcefully enter into your property, but in case if you allow them in, then they can enter into your premises, and then they can take control of your goods, and they can make a summary of your goods, which eventually they can then, in their next visit, they can then forcefully come in and then try to pick those up. So if you are struggling with bailiff and you are, you have received a call or any letter that bailiffs are going to visit for your business debts, then please make sure that you do not allow them inside your premises, and deal with them outside your premises. Speak to them and try to negotiate or try to speak to your debt advisor so that you can try to stop that bailiff visit your property again. HMRC also have a power that if your debt level is more than £1,000, then they can ask your bank also to deduct money directly from there. So, but normally, in case if the amount in your business accounts or in your personal accounts is less than £5,000, then HMRC will not forcefully, deduct any money. But if there are funds in your account, then HMRC has the power to direct your respective bank and deduct money and instruct them that they should not be keeping the money in your account, and rather they should transfer that funds or certain amount to your towards HMRC debt. County court judgment is one of the easy way for HMRC, and they are very quick. They issue county court judgments very quickly. So if you have any income tax arrears, any VAT outstanding, or any business rates, which is normally your local council deals, these are the enforcement action your creditor can go for or HMRC can go for. So ensure that CCJ, if you have received any CCJ also, make sure that you do not ignore your CCJ. Speak to a debt advisor, speak to some professionals, speak to your solicitor also, and whoever you think convenient. If you feel that debt advisor can help you, then debt advisor, or possibly a legal advisor or a solicitor, you should consult. Otherwise, if you do not respond on your CCJ within 14 days time, then judgment will automatically come under your name. And once you receive a judgment from the court, which we normally call judgment in default, because you have not responded to towards the judgment, then you will automatically receive a judgment, and that is going to impact your business and you also as a person or a company director or as a sole trader also. And that CCJ, county court judgment, is going to be recorded in your personal name on your credit report for the period of 6 years when it is registered. And once a CCJ is against you, then your creditor or HMRC have multiple ways to enforce the debt. They can then go for judgment summons. They can go for magistrate court action also. Possibly, if your debt level is more than £5,000, they can declare you bankrupt or your business also under a liquidation. And if you have PAY income also, or if you are working, then they can also issue an attachment of earning orders also. So make sure that if you have a business debt, deal with that debt on a priority basis. If you have even a business rates, that also has to be dealt on a priority basis. Again, on, you know, once there is a CCJ from even a local council, if you have a business rate with them, they also have then automatic rights to instruct a bailiff, CCJ, and a third-party collection company who would then possibly try to, you know, chase you for the debt level, and it is going to impact your overall business activities also, because your focus will deviate from your business or enhancing your enhancing your business activities to paying off all your debt liabilities. So if you are in that position where you feel that you have a business debts and you're struggling to maintain, if you have given a personal guarantees as a company director, you must consult with a debt advisor. You must seek an appropriate advice. There are simple solutions. There are ways how you can get out of your business debts or your personal debts also, but you must seek an appropriate advice. There are other types of debts also, like gas and electricity arrears, or your water rates, or your old business supplies. These are normally non-priority debts. If you do have those also, I would still recommend you that you must pay those back via a monthly payment plan. But if you do have your HMRC tax or VAT or income tax or business rate outstanding, normally HMRC is not a lenient creditor. They do very quickly enforce their debt, and but if you are struggling and you have some shortfall in your income, or you're expecting some funds in coming months, then there is time to pay arrangement or TTP arrangement which your debt advisor can set up with HMRC also. So, but ensure that you do not ignore your debt problems. If you have debts, then please ensure either you are in the position to pay your debts or seek an appropriate advice on your debts. Other useful debts, which could also be that if your business or your company has taken some equipment lease, there are, you know, shop owners who have freezers or some equipments in their business. Normally some, some builders, they also hire sometime equipments, and shop owners also, they have some equipments in their shop or in their business. So you normally lease out those, and if your business is now struggling and you are not in the position to maintain, then also you must seek a debt advice immediately, because your ongoing business activities can be affected in case if you do not seek an appropriate advice immediately. So these are business debts. In case if you have any business debt as a sole trader, as a builder, as a shop owner, as an accountant, or anyone else. We have a caller now. We'll take a call. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Hello.
हाँ जी.
जी सर, बताएं. How can help?
हाँ जी, क्या मैं रजनीश से त्यागी साहब से बात कर सकता हूँ?
हाँ जी, मैं ही बात कर रहा हूँ सर, रजनीश हूँ मैं.
आप रजनीश हो?
हाँ जी, हाँ जी.
अच्छा जी. अच्छा, मेरा कुछ वो मॉर्गेज ली हुई थी.
अच्छा.
तो अच्छा जी, नमस्कार जी. नमस्कार.
नमस्कार. हाँ जी, हाँ जी. सर बताएं, आपका क्वेश्चन पूछें.
मैंने मॉर्गेज ली हुई है.
हाँ जी.
कोई 25 साल के लिए. तो 22 साल तो हो गए.
ओके. आउटस्टैंडिंग कितना है सर आपका अब उस पे मॉर्गेज पे?
22 साल हो गए, 3 साल बाकी हैं. मेरा इंश्योरेंस भी है, कोई लाइफ इंश्योरेंस 62 पाउंड मंथ.
ओके.
वो गारंटीड 32,000 है, जिंदा या मुर्दा के बाद, आफ्टर डेथ और नॉट.
ओके, वो गारंटीड वाला. सर आपका अभी मॉर्गेज आउटस्टैंडिंग कितना रह गया है?
आउटस्टैंडिंग अबाउट 17,000 है.
अच्छा, 17,000 ही रहा है आपका आउटस्टैंडिंग. अभी आप रीपेमेंट मॉर्गेज पे चल रहे हो कि इंटरेस्ट ओनली पे हो?
Pardon?
सर अभी आपकी जो मंथली पेमेंट जा रही है मोर्गेज की, वो रीपेमेंट जा रही है कि इंटरेस्ट ओनली है?
वो इंटरेस्ट ओनली है, मॉर्गेज रीपे मैं कर रहा हूँ।
अच्छा, वो इंटरेस्ट ओनली है पर आप एक्स्ट्रा पे करते हो थोड़ा सा, है ना?
हाँ,
ओके
वो
ओके,
इस करके 32 से वो
17
क्या
हो
है,
गया है।
17,000 लेफ्ट है बाकी।
राइट, ओके
अभी 3 साल बाकी हैं आज के बाद।
ओके। तो अभी आपकी एज सर करीब करीब कितनी, 62, 62, 63?
नहीं, मैं इस वक्त 66 हूँ।
अच्छा, आप 66 हैं, तो 3 साल की आपकी भी बाकी है। ओके,
हाँ।
लेंडर कौन है सर आपका?
तो ये जो बात है, ये वो यूनिट बेस पे है, एंडोमेंट पॉलिसी है।
ओके ओके सर, मैं ये करूंगा, मैं आपसे प्राइवेटली कॉल करूंगा। होपफुली हम वन ऑफ या तो मैं आपको कॉल करूंगा या हमारे एडवाइजर कल डिटेल में आपसे बात करेंगे, क्योंकि इस प्रोग्राम में हमारे पास थोड़ी लिमिटेशन होती है बात करने
चलो
की।
कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात
तो मैं कल, आपका नाम क्या है सर?
नहीं। मेरा नाम रमेश है।
रमेश जी, ओके रमेश जी, hopefully I'll
Thank you,
try to
thank you,
give you a
thank you.
call tomorrow, or one of our team member will be in touch with you and we'll try to resolve your
Thank
matter.
you, thank you.
Thank you. Uh, Viewers, try to give us a call in case if you're struggling with any matters. If you have any debt problems, if you feel that your mortgage term is coming to an end, or if you are currently on a fixed mortgage and your product is coming to an end, and now you will be on a standard variable rate, then also you can always ask, you can always consult. There is no harm in asking, there is no harm in taking a consultation. Hopefully it is going to help you. Many of our viewers, they do struggle actually sometime, and a right advice can really help them. So if you have any issues, any financial matters, I hope I will be able to give you a solution. In case if I will not know something, I will try to find out, and then I can possibly try to come back to you again. In today's program, we sometime feel, or I normally receive inquiries from people, that what happens in case if they go for a debt management plan, what will happen to their credit report? Because some people, they do hesitate, although they do have debt problems, but then they do hesitate to go for any debt solution plan. The reason, simple reason, is that they feel that their credit report can be affected, and if they have a debt problem, they try to continue repaying the monthly installment, although very heavy interest rate on the credit cards, but still they try to manage, and they sometimes borrow money also. The simple answer is that when you have a debt problems, you need to resolve it. You need to take control on your finances. It's very important. If you have debt out of your control, eventually after few months, you are going to struggle. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, you may borrow money from your family, from your friends, in order to repay your credit card, your loan, or your store card payments. But eventually, you will be responsible for paying those monthly installment at a later date. So if you come on any debt management plan, if it is an informal debt management plan, your credit report will be affected, because you are not paying the contractual payment, what you have agreed with your creditors, but your finances will be in control. You will be, as a family man, as a family person, or as an individual also, your finances will be under control. Whatever income you have, you will have a disposable amount. So at least your priority bills, your home rent, or your mortgage, or your council tax, or your utility bills, or car insurance, or your home insurance, those bills will be paid. So you will ensure that you have now your credit cards also sorted, or your loans payments are also sorted, and simultaneously you also have your mortgage payments and your utilities and your council tax are also sorted. So although it affects your credit report to a certain extent, because you are on a debt management plan, but ultimately you need to think that it is going to affect after even 3 months or 4 months later on. So ensure that you need to take a risk, you need to take this calculative risk, that although my credit rating will be slightly affected, because the creditors whom I am not paying the contractual payment after you are on a DMP plan, they are going to register a default on your credit report. But ensure, if you have a plan for say 12 months or 24 months or possibly 36 months, then once your account balance becomes zero, then that default entry will also not have any significance on your credit report. So say, for example, you have £10,000 debt and you feel that your credit rating is going to be affected and you try to go for a debt management plan. If you try to pay off your debt or say £10,000 debt in next 2 years time or 3 years time, once that becomes zero, then that default entry on your credit report will not have any value, because that default is against a particular sum, and that is obviously a £10,000. Once that £10,000 becomes zero, then that default will also not have any value. So I hope that you're understanding this, that think big in a way that try to resolve your financial matters. That's more important, rather than struggling and maintaining your monthly installment on a higher debt level, borrowing money from your family and friends, or sometimes using one credit card to pay another credit card. That's not the right way. Eventually, you are delving deeper into more debt problems. Seek an appropriate advice at a right time. When you feel that you have used all your credit cards and now you are unable to maintain your monthly installment, because credit cards are really expensive. Some credit card interest rate is really high, up to 50, 60, 70% also. Some subprime lenders, they offer credit cards. Their rates are really, really high. If you need any advice how to use your credit card, how to, what is the best way to use your credit card, do give us a call, and I'm going to explain that also. All of you possibly do have a credit card, and you do possibly pay minimum payment every month. And if you do need an advice how to use your credit card in a best way and how to increase your credit limits, how you can go for a new mortgage or possibly a buy-to-let mortgage, or if you want another credit card or a personal loan also, speak up, give us a call, and discuss your circumstances, discuss your personal income expenditure scenarios and your credit report also. If you have a poor credit report, there are ways how to improve your credit report. Or if you are currently under debt problems already and you are hesitant, then if you don't want to call on our live studio number, then please leave a message on a WhatsApp number, which must be displaying on your screen also, and then one of our team member will be in touch with you. So it will be a free advice. So do give us a call in our live studio number if you want to discuss any matters on the program. But if you want to speak off the program, then please WhatsApp or call our team after the program also, and then leave your number and name, and I'll try to give you a call back later on. Now, this program, as I said in the beginning, is dedicated for financial matters. So if you have any financial matters, then do discuss those financial matters. Now the time has come to end this program. If there is anyone who tried to call in the program and has failed to get access, then please leave your number, and possibly I'll try to return your call again. And or you can simply leave a WhatsApp message and one of the team members will give you a call back. I will be again live next Wednesday at the same time, same day. If you have any queries or any questions, next week you can ask those questions, and I will try to answer those queries which you personally have. Every viewer have different queries, and I know your query or your question might be different than the normal or general queries. So whatever queries you have, I'll try to resolve those. And so hopefully I will see you. It was wonderful talking to our viewers today. There were a couple of calls in the program today. I'm really thankful to the viewers who took, who gave this effort and then picked their phone and then dialed the number. Many, many thanks to those. And I will see you next week. You have enjoy your rest of the day, and good night. Thank you.